Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Darius Geis, 77 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On second and 11 now. Young hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Let them know, let them know. Go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
20! This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 30 yards there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13, Young, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Haskins, 3rd and long from his end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
46. Double tight, guys, double tight. 3
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
19. Check my 46. And let's get this,
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
Allen going to throw. It's complete to Diggs. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down 80. Check. Let's go. Check 3.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
2nd down and goal. Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category.
44
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, the pressure too great, And he goes down once more.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Young to throw it this time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do that. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just
blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Derrick Henry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Our Yeah, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And Young's throw there incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's got Burton here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun, Geis. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? It's Geis on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Diggs has it. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hey, Alpha!
Throwing now is Allen. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle. As the first half is winding down, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10, touchdown, Cardinals. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch one. Check.
Again, it's Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Let's go.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Check curls.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, Haskins. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play will be blown up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 30.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. On first down, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now a 2nd and 6.
He's stopping again. Hey. You got 3, 3 down. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that 56.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll run with a fullback, use check. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Mike 46. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Round 80. Here we go, here we go. Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move. Alert. 3 down. Watch 17, watch 17. Hey, check. Check Mike 46.
Here's Allen on first and 10.
Jim.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Second and 10 now from the 27.
That's what I do. Out.
Allen now throwing again. Off to Geis on the screen. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now Allen going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, second down. Now second and 7 from the 23. Haskins will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Pull it together. Take 4.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see today they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things off.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards. To the air, Allen. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Focus, defense, focus.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw on third and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And we got to get to the ball. Sunday. The ball. Let's keep moving.
Five.
46 to Mike, 46.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Hey, check Mike 46.
Sunday.
Mike 46.
Look out.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will extend this big lead. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. And listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.